as a cybersecurity professional, what makes the Hollywood movies, the TV shows, the national news, all that stuff is frequently the hacker stories, the ransomware stories. Somebody with a hoodie, right? Some bad guy out there who's doing impossible things to get in. That's not the majority of how money is lost, not by a long shot, especially in the SMB. Entrepreneurs, I would say any company below 1,000 employees, actually, unless you have a huge IoT network and things like that. But anyone under 1,000 employees, the biggest risk to your company is financial fraud. That's historically, that's been conducted predominantly through business email compromises. And what I recommend to anyone listening who wants to dive in further on this is go to a whiteboard and draw out, how does money come? Here's our organization in the middle. How does money come in? How does money go out? And write down all the different attack surfaces there. So how this predominantly happens. Zach's a client of ours. He owes us $10,000. I send him an invoice via email. And then Zach sends money to the bad guy. That's typically how people find out that there's a financial fraud problem happening. What that can look like an email attacker who's in my network, who has my email and edits the account info, right? Edits the checking and routing numbers and gets money sent to them. That can look like somebody on Zach's side, who's breached Zach's account and says, and sets up rules so that they intercept that invoice before releasing it to the real Zach. And at that point, they can change those checking and routing numbers. So it's become more important than ever to have callback functions where on large dollar transactions, Zach calls me and validates that. Zach calls whoever our point of contact is on accounts receivables from my company.